How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here as we react to episode number 6 for Dollhouse Season 2, which is titled The Left Hand. Yeah. Which is your right, but it's my left, so yeah. No, it's going to be absolutely fascinating to see what does happen here, because last episode was insanity. We thought that Daniel's wife was a doll, and it turns out that Daniel is actually a doll, so that was absolutely mad. We had Echo being taken to the, I think, Washington base of the Dollhouse operation, so yeah, she is no longer with the LA base. She's at the Washington base, where we got to see a familiar face in the Whedonverse, because Summer is a very, very essential role to this. It seems like seems to be Washington's own Topher. So yeah, she not just that though, but she knows Caroline as well. Not Echo, but Caroline. So there's some history between Caroline and her character. So yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And what was interesting as well was to know that this episode is part 2, apparently. So that's never happened for a Dollhouse episode before, but this is last episode was part 1 and this is part 2, so which makes things even more juicier, the fact that we're going into a second part story. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what does happen in this episode of Dollhouse. This is The Left Hand, episode number 6 of season 2. Let's go.
To me is that we don't call out to God. It isn't a question of faith, it's just the vernacular. Anyone in this much pain prays or at least curses, but
oh my
you take God
goodness.
from you too. You really
So
are
this is a
shallow.
much more
Why?
brutal version
Now's
of
not the time for
their
why.
process.
Letting you touch me, pretending that when it doesn't disgust me, it doesn't bore me, that has been really hard.
You are just a stone cold bitch.
Feels good to get that out.
I feel so bad for Daniel, like his life is a lie.
This is one of my memories of you. This is the last time I saw you.
Yeah, let's get
What
some
you did to me.
answers.
Not just to my arm, to me.
It was her.
I want you to feel this. There is something worse than pain.
Betrayal.
Brain constructing me, but Bond, James Bond, me, which is not so.
Has he
me.
programmed himself in
Topher,
what?
all you have to do is stay calm.
This from the guy.
Oh!
Remember my last little outing?
What?
You get into their system, you make the connect so that you can get a look at parents' brain map
I'm not up to this.
and wait for yourself to call.
It's starting. The clamming.
You can't tell. Edward does a fantastic job. You can't tell the difference between him
busy, right?
and Topher.
Sorry.
For realsies? You're Bennett? Not Bennett Jr. You merged jams with ESAMs to create next-gen proteins. You stud! I'm
Okay,
sorry if I
yeah,
was
they're cute. They're
playing
cute.
hands.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed the report.
Like, this is
What's up with
evil
your
as
arm?
code situation, but I can't.
Compromise.
No.
Compromise can be fun.
No, this ain't fun.
If you don't return my active, I will send someone to cut these off. You will be killed horribly over a long period and never found.
If you route the signal through here, it becomes structional.
I saw
Not
that.
like a
That was
bomb.
cheeky.
More like a taser.
Huh.
See, she's getting the one up on Topher. Like that?
Idiotic actors are beautiful.
Yeah.
She is.
And it's not my evil plan. It's not evil.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
just here for Echo.
evil people
My
don't
last
think they're
ethical
evil.
Quandary. Dude, she's probably inactive. You're so untrusting.
You have room to talk. I love the fact that he just implanted a version of himself in Victor.
Bree.
Bye, Caroline.
The fu-
Bennett?
I see your
Bennett?
game, you manipulative
okay?
shit. Good, clean the blood. No, I don't want to see this. Liam doesn't. I hate this. Ugh. It was a lot less gnarly than I imagined. I was gonna say they should have flushed the... She just acts like nothing is happening. I was gonna say, I would have flushed the trackers.
We won't stop. She's a genius. She's so good.
That's your tech.
How long will this take to accomplish?
Not long at all. I can have Echo's brain map uploaded into Bennett's system. I just need parents. I gotta have a target.
I'll give him whatever he needs.
She's she's like, good boy, Topher. She knows the ship's sailing.
A composite?
Not a composite. Something new. The original Daniel Perrin is all there.
But he's just taking the back seat without consequence.
We'll need your actives map.
And Topher's just in awe because... Come on, just kiss. Just kiss.
Uploaded.
Reprogram me. They've created someone who can bring them down, and that's what I'm gonna do. There's still time. We can make it to the hearings. We can expose them.
Then we can be who we are.
We can be who we decide to be.
Yeah. I am rooting. Like, it is sympathetic listening to their, like, oh, that went down well.
What did you do?
Yeah. Oh, She had the ball in her court. She knew what Topher was doing.
She's a friend.
Friend? That's Shell? I was her friend. I was her
Getting
best
revenge
friend.
is not... It's not the way, though.
What I got for it. This is my gift.
It's not
from
Echo's
Caroline.
fault.
This isn't about Caroline. This is about Echo.
They're the same. It's for the best.
Is it... Topher.
You were so close to perfect.
Everyone's got the imperfections and revenge is
You still with
hers.
me? Bennett on board? Because I don't see... Bennett's out. I killed her?
Was she ever here? Or was it something programmed into me in some basement somewhere? Doesn't matter.
These are
She was right.
the questions you gotta
They
ask.
made me into something better.
To defend yourself, Echo. Ah, shh. Oh!
Like before.
Yes.
And ever after.
That's right.
I'm scared he's gonna snap at her. Oh shit!
Her manipulation and her own delusions.
What?
There is no dollhouse. There are no sex slaves, no underground fortresses. Madeline Costley spent the last 3 years in a mental institution in Canada.
No. You know I was there.
That has cost this country more than millions, and has
The
cost
humanity.
me everything.
Oh my god, Daniel.
Entire functions. Meaning?
Let's just say it's an awful lot of ambition for a junior senator.
I was gonna say that.
This is the heartbreaking deprogramming of all time, because the two Tophas.
Did I fall asleep?
For a little while.
I want to see more Topher doll.
God, yes.
We're left behind.
Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. Naughty, Maddie. So what's gonna happen with Echo, because she's out there? She's out there alone in the world, completely helpless. And yeah, but damn, that was a very, very great second part, especially with Daniel. From what he had to say regarding Rossum at that speech, and him turning all psychotic, and that was a really, really good episode. There was a lot of things that really, really worked well in this episode, whether it be connectivities to story progression. It was just a very, very good second part, I guess. If it is a part 2, yeah, it was a good second part to what we had with the last episode, and we got to know a bit more about Bennett as well, and how she knew Caroline as well. So yeah, I'm just loving the show so much. Yeah, I mean, I just feel so bad for Daniel. Like, I feel so bad for Melly as well, because she's just been thrown under the bus by Daniel having to say that those 3 years they were in a mental institution, and now she's a prisoner for the Washington Dollhouse. But for Daniel, he's still reeling with the discovery that his life has been a lie. Everything that he is, it's basically that. It's basically a life on a lie. He's just killed his wife as well, which he didn't want to do. And it wasn't him at the end of the day, but he was being controlled into this monster. And he is going to be carrying that responsibility with him, even though it wasn't on his own accord. And to add the cherry on the top, Rossum were like, oh, you're planning to expose us? Well, we'll do something about that. And what they wanted, being exonerated, having their cover sit out there, they got what they wanted at the end of the day. Daniel, your heart just sunk when he basically said, you know what, all of these accusations, these claims, it's a whole sham. Because that's what they wanted at the end of the day. And you wanted Daniel, I feel, to have some good luck in this episode, some, like, to cut him away from the misfortune that he's currently having. You wanted him to have that victory, but of course the world has to turn to shit, and they have to get the truth the truth has to be out there, doesn't it? Well, no, their truth, should I say. The truth has to be concealed, so I just feel so bad for Daniel at the end of the day. But I do feel so bad for Melly as well. But that was a fantastic episode of Dollhouse. I just gotta say, I loved how things proceeded. Like, I shouldn't have been rooting for Topher and Bennett's, like, connectivity, and I shouldn't have been shipping them. But I could not help it. I was weak as shit with them two and how they interacted with each other. And of course, they had that little rivalry, of course, where she programmed Daniel to kill Echo based on revenge. Whereas he was as Topher was trying to get the mappings of he did get the mappings of Daniel's brain to LA. And I gotta just say, the two Tophers was perfect. Not just that though, but out of all of the dolls that Topher could program himself into, it has to be Victor, because Enver just does an incredible job. Like episode 3, where he was that serial killer, he does an amazing job at portraying the mannerisms and the likeness to who he's trying to imitate. It, like, if you stuck a random person an episode of Dollhouse, this episode, should I say, with no context for previous episodes, I think you would not be able to tell both Topher and Victor apart in terms of, like, who they are, because Enver does a fantastic job at his acting. He did a fantastic job in episode 3. He does a fantastic job here. And I saw a few people express how sad that Enver hasn't made it that far up in the world, and it is very, very heartbreaking, because he's a very, very incredible actor. If episode 3 wasn't a testament to that, this episode definitely was. So yeah, it was brilliant stuff. But yeah, like I said, Bennett wanted to get revenge on Caroline. We knew from last episode that she acknowledged Caroline's existence, and we got context into how she knew of Caroline with the fact that she betrayed her. And I feel like betrayal is kind of a theme that was running through this episode, because you had two different kinds of betrayal. Yeah, from Bennett's, I mean, it could be fabricated, but and it would kind of be appropriate, considering they fabricated Daniel's life. But from Bennett's point of view, Caroline's betrayal on her was on her own accord. This was something that she was willing to do. Whereas Daniel betrayed, I guess, our hopes of Rosson being exposed, as well as Melly. And that was not on his accord. So that's what I'm meaning. There's two different types of betrayals that's running through this episode. And it's pretty heartbreaking, like I said, because you just wanted Daniel to have some kind of break from everything that has uncovered for him in the last 2 episodes, from his life being fabricated to the person who he loved was his handler, and she was really disgusted by him. That was heartbreaking, with her admitting everything. Whilst he was helpless, and him being manipulated to speak Rossum's truth. So yeah, I also gotta say, I love the fact that we had that continuation of not wanting to be someone else, like that fear of letting go of our personalities, because Claire did echo it when back in episode 1, where she confessed to Topher that I don't want to basically kill who I am right now. And we had similar vibes with Echo and Daniel's exchange when they were on the run. So yeah, I'm just really curious to see what's going to go down with Echo. Balav's also missing as well, so that's helpful. Oh, I'm really scared to see what happens next episode, but it was an absolute treat of an episode. Adele was absolutely awesome to that Dick Biscuit, because he was like saying, your bluffs are terrible, and she absolutely clobbered him. So I just loved Adele in this episode. Yeah, it was just I thought it was a very, very satisfactory conclusion in terms of the two-parter, because we had some great chemistry. Like I said, I really loved Bennett and Topher so much. They were just adorable. They shouldn't have been, but they bounced off each other so well. And then we had Echo and Daniel being on the run from Bennett and her people as well. I mean, it's not her people, but you get what I mean. And there was that tale of revenge for Bennett, like she wanted. And this is the thing, it's the case of you're taking it out on someone else when it's not them. With her taking it out on Echo rather than Caroline. I mean, she's not wrong in a sense, because Caroline, of course, still exists there. But it's like with these other personalities at play, because Echo's able to attain them all and remember them all. It's kind of like her emotional depth has expanded, hasn't it? Because all these personalities, they're not going to resonate like Caroline. They're not exactly going to carry her mannerisms. And if it's not a fabrication, Bennett's perspective of Caroline betraying her, then it's not like they're all going to it's not like these personalities that Echo has obtained is going to feel the same lack of emotion that Caroline seemingly did to Bennett. So, yeah. So it's like that emotional depth has expanded, and this is the thing, they're a completely different person to who they were when previously. And yeah, just gotta love this episode though. It was just absolutely phenomenal stuff. And yeah, I just really loved how things proceeded with this episode. So yeah, I can't believe we're already halfway done with season 2 of Dollhouse though. That's heartbreaking. But I think it's very, very appropriate as well that we end the first half with Rossum getting that pivotal victory with the truth, with their truth, should I say, because, of course, there's a difference between the truth about what is really going on and what they need to tell the world, their truth, especially if they're going to have domination around the world. So I think at a halfway point, this is a very, very pivotal point to split, with them basically having one hand on the world. They just need the other hand on the world, and yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where things do proceed for episode 7 of Dollhouse season 2. But that was phenomenal stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!